Good evening, folks. This is ROTB coming to you today with one more release from the Rise of the Beast line. This one I was highly looking forward to, and I wanted to say thank you again, Hasbro Pels, for sending it out. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and all the things. Thank you again to all those who have subscribed to my channel. Enjoying the journey. Let's take a turn around this camera and look at the turntable at the one I was looking forward to. Thanks again for watching. On the turntable is Studio Series number 98, Rise of the Beast Cheetor, guys. And this guy looks so good on the box. Spot on smooth. And I keep shaking the table, but we're going to go easy right here and take a look at that box art and the renders from the movie. And he gets there in 24 steps. And wow, I can't wait to see get a hold of a masterpiece version. Can't wait to see this guy out of this package. And let's get that out and take a closer look at the box and what's in the box. Thanks again for watching, guys. Oh, one more thing. Pause and scan here for those looking in stores. Thanks again for watching. Now let's get Little Big Cat on the turntable out of the box. Thanks again. What comes in the box? We got this nice backdrop for the figure backdrop. And it looks just like the spot where Optimus Primal meets Optimus Prime in the water there in the trailer. So we're going to get this back in the box. We have his instructions, and Cheetor has two dagger-esque weapons that can combine into one Gigantor spear. That's really, really cool. You can do a couple other things with it. And imagination is the best for when you get stuff like this. It's a little crazy to begin with. And he gets into cheetah mode. And there's a lot more going on here than it first seemed that they were doing there. And I think that's probably I'm going to do his legs. We're going to take a look at it and see how it does. And then, I mean, we can clamp it down and have it close stance there for the 24 steps to get him into cheetah mode. And hopefully retain some of that articulation. And he's got a little raw mouth action there. So with all that said and done, let's close these bad boys back up and get him into them accessories. So there is the two side by side, not combined, and upon combining his spear together, it did stress it out right there. That's a bit unfortunate. So I don't even know if that's going to be worth the hoot to begin with to do that. I can handle it just being a couple of daggers, but I've seen so many people do this Darth Maul thing, and I might just take a hairdryer to it to get it to maybe blend around that. We might do that, and hopefully it'll take the stressing away, but that is just a little bit unfortunate. So, but that looks really, really cool. But even what looks cooler is what you see behind you there. And I gotta say, this robot mode looks really flippin' sweet, guys. Even with the muted colors, even if you have this in like brighter light, these are actually more blue spots than they are the gray silver. I thought they would just be gray silver, but yeah, that looks really, really cool, man. And you can do a couple different options with this hinge there with his tail flap and his tail, so you don't lose the articulation. And speaking of articulation, let's go on into that. He's got ankle rockers back and forth there, can do that stuff. No, a little bit of toe tilt, I guess, and maybe for the transformation you can break that joint if you need to. Then you got that much the knee. He's got an upper knee swivel. He's got out to the full van damage or spot on smooth. And then up that high, you can, like I said, articulate the tail flap and get all the way back that far if you need to. And transformation joints throughout kind of give him this other crazy feeling there. If you don't have the tail flap down, you can get all the way around at the waist articulation there. So that's really, really cool. You can get all the way around at the arms, and his arms has got an elbow swivel. He's got an extra joint or two there to get some more extra good articulation goodness. And then that much in the elbow. And he has got wrist swivel, which is always a big, big, big plus. And these actually articulate a little bit and don't really come back off, but I like it as a hat tip to Wolverine. He's got his cheetah claws where he can actually fight sans the weapon just like this. And I've always would think that Cheetor would be able to do that in robot mode as well. So this guy is really primeval looking, awesomely good. Let's take a closer look at that head sculpt, and I do believe you can get all the way around there. It's on a ball, if you can look in there and see that. Or nope, it's a mushroom. Is it? It's a ball. It's got that little bit of wiggly waggly. Might have had at one point thought to give him some light pipe in there, but then there's his eyes, and then on my right eye I got a little bit of schmutz or something or other. That's always aggravating, but maybe we can get that repaired later. And the wind just wants to take my breath away. And here is Cheetor in a Darth Maul-esque pose with that spear, looking really mighty fine. And this is also him, looking very Cheetāh, Black Panther, Killmonger. And of course the dogs bark whenever I try to get these things going on here. I kind of articulated that backside up just enough for doing that. And you got 2 slots there on the back for the weapon storage as it's needed, that kind of thing there. It just looks really cool, guys. And like that he can definitely check out his own little back pose there. That's so cool, man. Really do like that face sculpt a lot more than I thought I would initially. And I do love that you can see his cheetah chest in his chest, right where his chest is there. And that's so cool, man. Got some wear and battle damage. And I imagine that there'll be some repaints, or some people that are really good at paint mods and that kind of thing, and we'll give him his Beast Wars look. I really wish that was maximal red there, but all right, guys, let's get him in his cat mode and see how he fares there. I bet you he still retains all 9 of his lives, and he will land on his feet no matter how high he's dropped. In 3, 2, 1, and, or better yet, Cheetor beast mode. And here is Cheetor in his beast mode, looking spot on smooth. Not bad at all. It kind of combines some elements from Beast Machines along with the Transmetal 2 and happier Cheetor, slicker looking, more machine looking vibe going on here. Let's take a closer look at those details real quick. You can see what I'm talking about with how it kind of just blends that stuff. He does got a little bit of jaw articulation there. Rawr. Can have a little bit of rawr action. Might actually take some silver to those teeth, or maybe I can't remember if he had white or whatnot, but I feel like that just is a detail that needs to be popping. I like the way those eyes look. That looks really awesome. See what I was talking about with the blue, with the gold, and everything's just kind of muted for whatever reason. And the details on this would, I think, look better if it actually popped. And this is how the transformation joints lock into his neck and kind of make up that stuff. And I think that the legs are the stronger suit here. He does retain some articulation there in the rear, so you can get those wider stanced, like he's pounced down poses, and you can get a little bit of articulation where it looks like he's crouching or whatnot, or maybe even getting ready to take off and start running. But it's very kind of crazy. And I think you can break the mold joint there and get some more wider cat dynamic poses if you don't mind mold breaking the neck just a little bit there. And if you move it in just a little bit closer, I mean, yeah, you can get some pretty decent posing still. I almost look for a third party to do something to make this not an issue anymore while retaining the articulation there. But that to me is how I will pose him in his cat mode. There's one other thing you can do here is store the weapons, and you can have some like back cannons if you so desire there. I just really do like this. You can get that little spunky cat looking look there, or you can just keep it on back out there. I really do like this a lot more than I anticipated as well, even with the mold breaking going on there to get the wider cat stance pose. And he does got some rotation there on the head to where you can get him like he's getting ready to tear him up and stuff, but then I mold break the back there. But okay, not perfect, but I'm sure that there is some, you know, clever third-party folks already hard at work at this. And the other thing that you can do, if you don't like these back behind the leg, you can also articulate that stuff back around the side to give it a more fur metal look there on the outside of his paws there. So there's a couple of different options you can do there to get him into it and what have you. I still do love this a lot more than I initially thought I was going to, looking at those first shots. Let's get him back into robot mode and some final thoughts. Thanks again for watching. Some final thoughts on Cheetor. I really do like this guy. I think he's a lot of fun. I like that the back claws act like stabilizers in his robot mode. I like that his cat paws act like Wolverine claws in his robot mode. I like that he has wrist articulation and all the other little things there that make that go around for me. And overall, spot on smooth. I can't wait to see if they do a Tigertron out of this and give it, you know, tiger parts or whatnot. Really can't wait to see the inevitable toy colors come along. Highly recommend, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. I won't take any more of your time. Thank you for your time, and have an excellent week out there. Until all are one.